people are born with the same human rights, no matter who they are or where they are from. But people living in poverty are denied their rights to basic needs, like food, education, or shelter. ActionAid works with thousands of communities in over 40 countries, fighting for and defending their human rights. A lot of our work is focused on women and young people living in poor communities because they are often the worst affected by poverty. ActionAid helps people to find solutions and have a say in the way their lives are run. These solutions can range from providing a source of clean water, or a loan to start up a women's cooperative business, like Samaya's sheer butter business in Ghana, or even a cow to provide milk to help improve children's health at school. So, here's a snapshot of some of our work around the world. Meet McCoy from Kenya, who is enjoying time in his school's new library. With support from ActionAid, the school now has new classrooms, a water supply, and children like Sienna are even planting trees to help stop deforestation. However, there are millions more children around the world who are not in school. Many like Divya, who scavenges in a rubbish tip in India, and Umi, who sells food in a Nigerian market, are working long hard days to help their families make ends meet. So we joined forces with others to campaign locally, nationally and internationally. In Kenya, we worked with parents, teachers and other campaigners to successfully demand that the government stop charging money for people to go to school. As a result, children flocked into schools, including 84-year-old Kamani Maruge, who fulfilled his lifelong ambition to get an education. Later, he went to New York to speak to world leaders about education as part of an international campaign. People like Mercy in Malawi need land to grow food to feed themselves and their families. They can also sell anything extra they grow to get cash which they need for other essentials. The problem is, in many places, land can be taken away, particularly from women who are not seen as equal to the men in their families. That's what happened to Mercy when her uncle took her land away from her. Joining one of our women's land rights groups gave Mercy the skills and confidence to get her land back. In Myanmar or Burma, a group of youth leaders are supporting rural communities to improve their lives. Known as changemakers, they bring people together to discuss and find solutions to their problems. They've supported people to repair roads, create women's savings groups, and persuade local governments to provide enough teachers for their schools. We train people like Lucy Fondo, who is a barefoot lawyer working in Kibera slum in Kenya. Lucy works together with local people and the authorities to make sure that government money intended for community projects, like providing toilets, sewers or electricity, is used in the right way. People living in poverty are often the most affected by climate change, despite being the least responsible for creating it. They struggle to cope with more severe flooding or longer droughts. ActionAid helps people to prepare for these disasters and trains them to act quickly in the event of an emergency. These girls in a flood-prone area of India are making and trying out their own life jackets, while these boys are demonstrating life-saving techniques. Of course, ActionAid's work would not be possible without our supporters in countries like the UK. This includes schools and young people who want to learn about the world they live in and act to make the world a fairer place. Supporters help us raise millions of pounds every year for our work in local communities around the world. Through child sponsorship, we create a special link between people in the UK and people where we work. Through our campaigns, we connect people locally, nationally and internationally, because together, people are more powerful. Find out more about us at www.actionaid.org.uk/schools.